green screen. I was so excited. I was going to do this like weird, wacky green screen LiveTime today. It collapsed on my head. It hung from the ceiling. I don't know how to do drywall screws, apparently. It's right there in the corner. It crashed on me. So you don't get the cool background today. You just get this. All right, dude, let's rock, because this is a fun conversation today. Holy crap. If you were part of the podcast with Dave Savage, if you haven't, and you're not a subscriber to my podcast, how dare you? But if you are, then you know that he dropped a bomb on there that he's been talking about for a while, but I hadn't really heard it yet, or I haven't let it like enter my psyche yet, where basically he said, be the guide, not the hero. The world has too many heroes. You need to be the guide. And that to me was life-changing in a lot of ways. Number one, I knew what he meant when he said that instantly inside my psyche. And by the way, hello YouTube, hello Facebook, hello LinkedIn. If you're watching this, I love you. I want to talk to you. I want to give you things. So type in #bypassed, and I'm going to send you a bunch of free stuff. You're going to chat with my bot too, so be nice. He's young and learning things. All right, so Savage dropped this thing, be the guide, not the hero. In mortgage sales, my people, man, we always want to be the hero. We do, and let me tell you what I mean. How many posts do you see from loan officers and companies bragging about themselves? How many? Like, seriously, it's offensive. Stop it. Like, Chad, what's up? Thank you. Nobody cares. Like, okay, so again, remember, like, think of this. It's a humble brag. This is my favorite one. My favorite one is everybody out there who is posting their customer service reviews of themselves. Like, I see it and I'm like, this is the answer. This is the answer. Like, those stats, your Zillow scores, you know, your 5-star service. Okay, number one, you're not going to like this, but someone has to say it. It doesn't make you special. See, here's the reality. All humans, all of us demand, expect, require 5-star, exceptional customer service from everything. Everything. That's the mic. From everything. From freaking everything. What do you go to? And you're like, if it's crappy, it's fine. Like, yeah. And yet, we think somehow posting my survey of myself, let me introduce myself, is somehow going to make somebody be like, yes, oh my gosh, of course. Like, I saw his 5-star service. So, guys, stop trying to be the hero of your own story. Think about this for a second. I want you to do videos. I want you to write articles and produce content and show the world the amazing person you are. I want you to do that. But your scores, your survey stuff, that's somebody else's job to brag about you. That's not your job. Don't make your content, your videos, your articles, about you. Don't. I had this great quote that just stuck in my head, and I can't remember who said it. Someone said it to me because I don't think I'm smart enough to invent it. And it says, at best, you are an extra in the movie of someone else's life. At best, you are an extra in the movie of someone else's life. Maybe for your spouse, you're like best supporting actor or actress. But that's it. That's it. Everything else, you're an extra. And yet everything we do is about us, me. Look how good I am. Look how great I am. That's not going to land the way you want it to land. How are you building community and connection with your posts? I want you to ask yourself right before you post something, who's this for? Who's it about? If you can answer that, you're so much closer to getting what you want from your messages. You're so much closer. So let's talk about how you can be a guide. Okay, how can you be the guide for the people you want to influence and help and support? How do you be the guide? Well, the first thing is you got to make your content about them. About what they, and by the way, the them, the they, that's the people you want to help, influence, support, build community with, do loans for, right? Like be referred to from. That was a lot of I got that one though. I was right. But like make your content about them, dude. Min's a great example of this, dude. This guy is out there every day putting out pieces of content for people, for them, on how to help them navigate this crazy world of home financing. Tell stories about them. Tell stories about the people you are being the guide for. Tell their story. I'm so shocked by people that want to explain debt to income, which is a very important thing. Debt to income, it's a very important thing. It's in the news now. QM's not. But what does that really mean for somebody? How did you help somebody structure their debt or restructure their debt to allow them to buy a home they could never have thought they could have afforded? And how many people have the same situation they're going through? They're looking at their credit card debt, their student loan debt, going, man, I really want to buy. Rates are in the twos. This is amazing. If they see your story about how a person just like them was able to be navigated through this, do you see the connection you're making? Let other people brag about you. You don't need to brag about yourself. Put a sticky note right next to your computer, right next to the camera that says, is this content about me or about somebody else? If it's about you, change it. This is why I love podcasting as a content strategy. See, most podcasts are in this format of you, the host, and a guest. This is perfect because you don't have to talk about yourself. You just talk about this person and what they're doing with their life and their career. It's a no-brainer. It's amazing because now it's about the guest. This is why I love Gary Vee. I have so much respect for Gary Vaynerchuk. So much respect. Number one, because he puts out tons of content for free. He teaches everything he's doing for free. He just gives it away. And I love that because he lives in abundance. But think about Gary Vee and what you know him for. See, this is what people forget so quickly. Like Gary Vee's put out, forgive me because I don't like stock him, but I think he did 3 Super Bowl commercials. 3 companies that are spending tens of millions of dollars hired his firm to do 3 Super Bowl commercials. And I think I heard him talk about it like twice. That's pretty badass. Like you think he'd be like, I did 3 Super Bowl commercials. My agency. Yeah. And yet, what is he doing right now? Like this morning, right now, what he was doing was Tea with Gary Vee. He gets on a live stream conversation like this. He brings on people and they talk and he answers questions, gives advice, gives feedback. Doesn't expect anything. He's not charging for it. He live streams it for frickin' free for anyone else to watch it at any time. He's being the guide. He's being the guide. And I know it's so hard to get out of being the hero of your own story. I know how hard it is because trust me, I want to be my own hero, man. I do. I do. And I have to check myself all the time. All the time. Like, what messages am I saying? Who's this for? Who's this piece of content for? Why am I doing this? Who's going to listen to it? How are they going to experience it? You got to ask yourself those questions all the time. Or else you turn around and you realize it's all been about you, and you wonder why your opportunity, your influence, your goals aren't changing. Friends, if you're posting on social media often and frequently, and it's about you, you're not getting what you want. You're not going to get what you want. That is the truest message I can tell you. How else can you be a guide? Build community. How are you building community? Online, digitally, and physically and locally, because things are opening back up. We're starting to get out again. That's really exciting. It's like, oh my God, we might be able to go out again. I know there's still a lot of cautiousness out there, but it's happening. How are you building community online? How are you pouring into other people? See, everybody forgets that the digital world is a two-way street. It's a two-way street. I don't care how many pieces of content you put out, how amazing your videos are. If you don't actually connect and comment and engage with other people, you're like at a party or a networking event just yelling about your own self. You got to ask questions. You got to ask comments. You got to validate people. Brian Covey crushed on a podcast of mine where he was like, people just want to be validated. And I was like, ooh, that's so good. People just want to be validated. What an incredible opportunity you have to validate other people. It's like the Wizard of Oz. The wizard The man behind the curtain, what did he do at the end? He didn't give anybody a heart or a brain. He validated that they already had one. Oh, it's so good. So when you have to realize that the digital community is a two-way street, that you have to give as much as you receive. Thank you, Derek. Bummed we couldn't hang the other day, dude, but I want to get together. When you realize you can give as much as you can receive, you realize, holy crap, here's the power. Here's the power. When people are actively giving, and by giving, I don't mean making their own content. I mean by like talking to other people, encouraging other people, validating other people. All of a sudden, when they put out videos, when they put out stuff, everyone's like, whoa, and it all comes reciprocating back. And you're like, there's the power. There's the power of being the guide. When you realize you're the extra in the movie of someone else's life, you can be the best damn extra you can be. And you can radically change your results of what you're trying to get at with your content. It's the game, dude. It's the game. How do you be a guide? And here's how I'll encourage you kind of as we wrap down. If you guys have questions, I love this conversation. By the way, if you're watching right now, I got a few of you guys across some platforms. Throw in a comment about where you're watching from. I love to connect with you. And if you're watching this in the future, hashtag bypassed, type it in and you'll talk with my bot. I want to give you some free stuff. Appreciate you guys. But the question I always get, yeah, dude, Steve, thank you. Just be the best extra you can, dude. You know, I always joke that I want to be the Gandalf, like the wise old wizard who's like here and then gone, and like I'm in your life, but like I'm not. Then I'm gone. I don't know. I'm a dork. Hi, Jennifer from Chicago. Really cool to talk to you. Thanks for hanging out. So, how often should you be the guide? This is a fun one. Joseph from Dayton, Ohio. Awesome, dude. What's up? Good to see you, buddy. How often should you be the guide? Often. I think that you should be the guide as often, meaning how much should you put out your own content, how much should you share your own message, your own core values, what you do, how you help people. You should do it often and often and often, daily, over and daily and daily, and again and again. But you should do it as often as you are contributing to the general conversation and to other people in the digital world. Balance it, guys. Balance it. If you're putting out a video every single day, you should be engaging other people's content, supporting, validating, communicating with other people every single day. But I think you should do it often and aggressively, because if you don't, I said this before, guys, and I know you recognize this. We are an internet-first society now. When you want information, where do you go? I'll give you a hint. It starts with I or A if you're Android people, weird Android people. William, what's up? My apartment, never mind. We go on the internet. We go on the internet for everything we want, friends. And so my question is, if you provide a service, or if you sell something, or if you're a consultant, or if you're a realtor or a mortgage professional, and you realize everybody's going online to get information, and then you go, where are you? Are you there? Is the guide present in the place the people are looking? Man, don't be a secret agent. Is the guide present? Are you present where the people are looking for answers? Man, how freaking cool is that? How amazing is that? That you have the ability for free to go hang out with people at scale online for free. This is incredible. You don't have to pay big ads. You don't have to be at a Super Bowl. This is amazing. You can find your own community online. You can actually go out and search for people and connect to them yourself. And then you can be the guide when they're looking. So friends, as we wrap down here, please stop the humble bragging. It's not that you don't matter. It's that the content's not going to land in a way that you want it to. Having exceptional 5-star customer service is an expectation and a fundamental. It's not a differentiator. It does not make you different. It makes you in the game. Congrats, by the way, for those of you that are amazing and you work hard at that stuff. You should. It's important. And when someone wants to look it up, they'll see it all, and you've done the job. But please stop posting it. Please, no one cares. And stop being the hero of your own story. I know we want to be the hero of our own story. I know it's important for us to be recognized and validated as the heroes of our own story. And I'll tell you what, to do that, you validate others. You want validation, you validate others. It'll come right back. It'll come right back. Kaya, thanks for joining us on LinkedIn. Thanks for being part of the conversation. Man, be the guide. Be it often, be it aggressively. And remember, as much as you put out, make sure you go out and you validate and you connect and engage with other people, and it'll come right back. I appreciate you guys today. Maybe next time I won't rip off my green screen and we can have a fun little interactive thing. If you're watching this in the future, hashtag bypass. Let's hang out. Hashtag my bot will send you some free stuff that I got cooking right now. I'd love to be on part of your guys' life and journey as we are on this together to figure out how to navigate this new normal. All right. If you got any content questions that you want to see later in LiveTime, send a note, comment on this. I'm reading everyone. We're engaged. If you want other things you want to talk about, let me know. But this Thursday, I have to say this for those of you that tuned in this long. This Thursday is going to be incredible. Incredible. Okay? You can already see it on YouTube, on LinkedIn. We're doing a social media collab from 10 to 1:30. We're going to be going through 7 topics. 7 core professionals are coming on, actual loan masters and practitioners who are killing it in mortgage. And we're going to talk about mastering Instagram, mastering video, mastering podcasts, mastering TikTok, how to tell stories with video, how to build digital community. You're going to hear from 7 really amazing people who are doing it right now this Thursday from 10 to 1:30. You don't want to miss it. It's super free. It's just going to be a bunch of people talking about how to be great in these spaces, how to learn it together. Do not miss 2020 Mortgage Industry Social Media Collab. You guys will love it. At that, I appreciate you.